What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So the Utah Jazz once again shellacked the Lakers. This time it was 139 to 116. I think the Jazz improved to, I believe they're 9-3 now. The Lakers fall to 2-8 on the year. LeBron James did not play this game because of a fake injury. I believe the injury was more to his ego and pride. All right. Perhaps, maybe there was some injury to his labia, but the foot, nah. And for those of you who are going to say, oh, see, this is why you need LeBron. This is why you need LeBron, and, LeBron is key for winning. Let's not forget that with LeBron James, Utah still beat that ass 130 to 116 just a few days ago. AD and Russ inexplicably both got into foul trouble. I just find it, AD was killing, all right? But AD got in quick foul trouble, which of course made him obviously less aggressive defensively and took him off the floor for long spurts to stymie his offensive onslaught. And the same thing happened to Russell Westbrook. I'm not saying that this game was rigged, but that was just fucking interesting to me. Okay? Be that as it may, trying to look at some of these numbers here. Anthony Davis still finished with 29 points, but he only had 4 rebounds. And that's one part of his game that I've been looking at this year with some concern, his lack of rebounding. Okay? I hate to say this, but hey, they used to do this with Chris Bosh, and Chris Bosh was smaller than AD. AD doesn't like to bang. He doesn't like to get physical, and sometimes to be a great rebounder, actually all the times, to be a great rebounder, you got to be physical. Now, sometimes AD gets rebounds because of his size. He'll happen to be in the right position to get the rebound, just because of how his size and length. But it is what it is. Russell Westbrook, in 24 minutes of play, had 22 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists, continuing his strong play coming off the bench. As a matter of fact, this season, so far, in 9 games, Russell Westbrook is averaging 16.3 points, 5.8 rebounds, and 6 assists coming off the bench. He's shooting, remember when everybody was laughing and, I was programmed to laugh at my own people. 26%. 8% for 3. I laugh every time I hear it. Skip, show that low light reel. Well, now all of a sudden he's shooting 44% from the floor, 35% from 3. Russell Westbrook, 35% from 3, and 79% from the foul line. But yet I notice, nobody want to give him credit, even when he's playing well. But when he has 7 turnovers, everybody wants to dump on him. When he has a bad possession, people want to dump on him. People just love to hate on this dude. They try to hide it, but they just want to hate on this dude. But nobody cared that Luka Doncic had 5 turnovers yesterday. Because nobody else, they don't give a fuck. Nobody cares that James Harden has led the NBA in turnovers a record 6 times. Nobody cares. Because it's not part of the narrative. But anyway, Shannon Sharp is the biggest excuse maker I've ever seen in my life. oh, something wrong with GOAT. Skip, something wrong with GOAT physically. I don't know what it is, but there's something wrong with him. It's something off with him. Maybe, like Skip said, it's fucking father time. Okay? Look, something was wrong with Michael Jordan when he played with the Wizards. Something was wrong with Bernard King physically. You fucking goat face fucking mutant. There was something wrong with Larry Bird physically. There's always something wrong. You hammerhead shark face bitch. With these guys at the end of their career. There's always something wrong. That's part of why they become shot. They become washed. It's the accumulation of physical injuries plus the deterioration of skills and athleticism. Let's just be honest. Yes, LeBron's going to have some good games. I don't think that shit Skip because, game one, he had a good game. Well, yes. Yes. They're going to occasionally have good games. Bird, his last year in the NBA, as fucked up as his body was, he had a great game. Remember he had a 49-point triple-double against the Portland Trail Blazers on NBC? I remember watching the game. But Bird will have 3 or 4 games of shooting like shit. That's what happens when you start becoming washed. But I've been saying for years, I've been seeing slippage in LeBron James, and nobody fucking listened to me. Now we're to this point where it's become more obvious. I've seen him slowing down. I can see his athleticism waning a bit. But now it's to a point where it's become more noticeable. And by the way, you really can't even call LeBron James durable anymore. By that I mean, with the exception of the year where they had the stoppage in work, where the players were literally off 4.5 months. With the exception of that year, LeBron James consistently misses a lot of time. And he's already looking janky and fucked up, right? 2018-19, he missed 26 games, I believe it was. Now the next year, that was the pandemic year. So that year was different. Work stoppage. The next year, he misses 17 games. Last year, he missed 27 games. And already, here we are 10 games into the season, he's looking fucked up. So I wouldn't even compare him to Karl Malone because Karl Malone only had one major injury in his career, and that was his last year. And Karl was fully healthy and would have came back and played for the Spurs for a 20th season. But, when his mother had passed away, he didn't have the desire to continue to play because Karl Malone was the one that was supposed to pass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, not LeBron. It's supposed to have been Karl. And Karl was like the ageless one. Karl Malone probably, if he played with the Spurs, now that was a system, so he wouldn't have put up big numbers. But Karl probably still would have been able to put up, I'd say 14-8. That would have been a real interesting thing, man, if Karl Malone came back. Because they actually won the championship that year. But anyway, Shannon Sharp, please stop with all these fucking excuses, man. The guy's just old, bro. It happens to all of them. I don't remember people making all these excuses for Kobe when he got hurt, you know what I'm saying? And his level of play went down. I still distinctly remember all those LeBron fans laughing when he tore his Achilles and making fun when he got hurt and shit. So, I could be a lot more cruel than I am, but I'm just not built like these motherfuckers, man. I'm not that sadistic. Let's just face facts, man. The Lakers suck. Okay? The Lakers suck. They got that lucky bubble title, but that's it. Prepare for a year of utter misery. And I'm sorry, Laker fans, that you got to go through this. And by the way, these extreme LeBron fans are being exposed because they don't care a lick about the Lakers losing. They don't. All they care about is whether AD or Russ get the blame for losses. They're sick. They're perverse. They are a bane in the they're a bane to the existence of basketball. And they're the only reason why sometimes I wish LeBron James would retire. Just to get these motherfuckers out of basketball. But anyway, what you guys think?